One of the biggest concerns in dementia care is falling, but with the right exercises, we can train balance, reaction times, and stability. Dementia can affect spatial awareness and coordination, and that means the brain doesn't always process body position accurately, leading to unsteadiness. But we can retrain connections through slow, deliberate balance exercises. One of the easiest ways to work on balance, especially for those with dementia, is in a very safe way, getting those who are struggling with balance to be out of balance. As an example, if somebody has an issue with their balance, maybe they've had several falls or they've hurt themselves, what tends to happen is they start to walk more like a robot. And what I mean by that is they walk very kind of straight and carefully and safe. So the only way really that we can work on that from a standing point of view is to walk in different directions than they would normally. So for this exercise, we're going to use either the back of chairs. If you have maybe a sofa at home, you can use the side of a kitchen, you can use the side of a bed if it's high enough, you can use a banister, and you're literally going to walk holding on to either the banister, the kitchen counter, whatever it may be, and sidestep. Making sure that the person doing it, that there is a clear expectation and goal, one foot to the other, not crossing over the feet. I would just make a note of this exercise, write it down and do it in your own time. There's no point in us doing this together because really this has to be done at a person-centered expectation. So for the next exercise, we're going to take a seat. So for the next exercise, we are going to be seated, and actually, even if this is the only one that you do, then brilliant, because this is so effective and I've used this for many, many years. You're going to get your cushion again, cushion on your chair. All you need to make sure is that when you're sat on the cushion, is that the person that's using this and doing this exercise is safe, is balanced, and can control themselves while sitting on this cushion. The exercises that we're going to do are very, very simple and actually very similar to the ones we've already done, but this time we're going to be sat on something that is going to put us a little bit off balance. By sitting on a cushion, it means that natural spirit level in your head is having to work harder to figure out where your body is in space and time, working on balance while seated, whilst being safe. So sitting back nice and tall in your chair and then lifting the legs up. Now we did this in one of the last episodes, lifting the legs up. This makes it 10 times harder. Okay, the technical amount I actually don't know, but it makes it a lot harder because you're having to sit up nice and tall. If you are a carer and you're supporting somebody to do this, make sure that they sit up nice and tall whilst doing it. They start to lean, stop the exercise and reset. It may be that you only can do one and then two and that's it. Right, so from this exercise of moving the legs, again, just write some down and then just do it in your own time. The next one would be planting the feet onto the floor, sitting up nice and tall. I tend to put my hands across my chest because I just find it a bit easier, but wherever their hands need to be, and just leaning forward, but then as you come back, make it twice as slow, really engaging the core muscles, again having to like navigate sitting on a cushion. And I would do that quite a few times, maybe 5 to 12 times, depending on how the person feels or how you feel. And then the next exercise would be hands down to the side of the chair and just leaning ever so slightly, using that core. Maybe a good instruction would be belly button to the spine and then coming back up again, and doing that a couple of times. Again, safety first, making sure that if you are doing this with somebody who has a cognitive impairment, that they aren't at risk of falling. Safely and effectively being off balance, that creates and improves balance. Balance training isn't just about preventing falls, it's about building trust in your own movement again. Balance equals confidence.